K-State leads it here by 7. Ben Boyle along with Stan Weber, and nice to have you back with us in time for our halftime segment here. It's always entertaining, it's must-see TV, it's always passionate. It's our halftime and post-game interviews with Frank Martin this season here on Fox Sports Kansas City. Take a look.
Got no life. We're atrocious on offense. How about playing a little defense? You ever heard of that one, Stan? We had no business winning here. Been pathetic offensively, just nonchalant, lazy. Our footwork on our perimeter shooting's been awful. You know, I don't understand.
You got to be proud of your ball club the way they fought.
The last 6 minutes of the half was a joke, Stan. We got no leadership on this team yet. We got some guys that are willing to do it, and they're working at it. We spent 3 days trying to practice, because what we did in practice isn't called practice. Well, when your starting center has more turnovers and your team has points at the 12-minute mark, it's a problem. Can't turn the ball over, man, you know? Your point guard has 3 turnovers with a 4-point lead. It's hard to win. I'm not playing guys that don't compete, don't do what we ask them to do.
I got to ask you before we go, Martavius Irving. I didn't expect him to play that big in minutes. He got into foul trouble. He was out there a long time tonight. Talk about his play.
I trust him. I don't trust some of the other guys, so he's going to have to figure out a way to play some more. When we said going in, I don't want to throw it inside on the first pass because they're all going to be standing in the paint. Then he goes out and does that 2 times in a row. You know, and that's the immaturity of our team that we have to deal with until we keep growing up here.
New Year's resolution for you, Frank Martin, as we get ready to go into 2012.
I always ask the same thing, Stan. Help and do my job in life better. Have better father, better husband, better son, better coach. Keep working on myself, becoming better for the people that I'm a part of their lives.
You know, when you broadcast, you can make some crazy statements, and mine was, I think you're going to need to tell your team at tip-off it's the start of the second half.
I could say this, you might be a prophet because you're a good second-half team. You were right, I was wrong.
Coach, I appreciate you spending the time.
Thank you, Stan.
I can't tell you what a joy it is to be around Frank Martin all the time in the coach's locker room before the game. The halftime interviews are so much fun. The end-of-game interviews, the before-the-game interviews, and those are highlights only from this season. You don't go back. How about the time he kissed me? But I'll tell you how big a deal this is. Just a second ago, some Iowa State fans yelled at me and recognized me and said, "Stan, have you heard of defense?" So right after the interview of Frank Martin, that's the kind of comments I'm getting. Frank Martin is such an emotional guy with such a great guy to work with, and those have been a lot of fun. I hope everyone enjoys them.